Dear people, welcome to the live video of Valentine's Day. I'm very happy to be here with you today because isn't this the day of love? Right. And that day of love could use some twin flame input, like the perspective of twin flame love. That's what I was thinking because it's usually about non-twin flame love, but what would it be if it was about twin flame love? And that's what we're going to research in this video. We're going to do that together. We're going to feel together, get cards together, lots of things. I'm even going to channel the union core of my twin flame union, which is called Solara. It has a name. It's not me nor him. It's the middle of us. It's our core. It's our energetic being. It's where our souls meet the spirit that is connected to source. It is the core place where it's all about. Because did you know, this is a good start for what is this twin flame love? Did you know that I don't stand for women? I don't. Many people think that. That's their way of thinking. But I'm a spiritual teacher and I don't subscribe to all kinds of ways of regular sort of thinking. I subscribe to what source brings me to teach you, to share with you. And that is union. Yes, I'm a woman. Yes, I am the divine feminine in my union. 100%. True. Isn't that lovely? I think it's beautiful. Wow. It is just the end of a whole process of accepting that that is so for me. That has been a long time coming. That has been coming in and coming in and coming in over many years, in which I started to accept what that means. Coming from lifetimes in which I was like this lone woman that couldn't connect with men because she was acting like the man, sort of, you know. And yeah, in this lifetime, decades of that, having been deeply traumatized in early childhood experiences and in the entirety of my childhood with deep seated sexual abuse and awful psychological abuse in narcissistic family structures, which all was so artificial that, yeah, it contributed to my natural inclination. That was not natural, my unnatural inclination, I would need to say, to not want to be this woman in her softness and in her receptivity. I just wanted to be the man. And then slowly, slowly over time. And then quickly, with deep penetrating insight and deep inner work that I did together with the Master Christ, this changed. And I became this woman that was the divine feminine, that was receptive and warm, and the place where he can come home. Yeah. Beautiful, intensely beautiful developments. But it is not, still not, also before not, also now not, that I stand for women. Because alongside this whole development, I became a spiritual teacher. And that means that you stand for the spiritual depth. And for twin flames, that is the union core. And that's what I stand for. Because I help people to go to harmonious twin flame union. I stand for that deeper core that both share. That's what I stand for. That's what I pass on. And yes, that is made possible by, among others, my transformation to be the divine feminine in all my glory. But it is not defined by it. The, a spiritual twin flame teacher is defined by that she or he received that initiation from life itself to be that now and forever after. It's not able to be overturned anymore. It's just what it is now. You're now baked into it. You can help people go to harmonious twin flame union, which is the state of consciousness it is all about, and from which you can birth your own physical, material twin flame union and live it as the divine feminine or the divine masculine. Depends on which one is your true nature. When you have said goodbye to your, let's say, false nature, like I did, that's what you will find that you are on this layer. We're talking about the deepest layer of what you are. And there's also like one step lower on the ladder. There's also the layer of you and your energy body and your physical body living here. Yeah, sometimes people speak of, I have different energies running through my physical and energetic body here. And I call them divine masculine, divine feminine. Okay, all right, I understand. But when we talk about twin flames, we're talking about a deeper layer, like one step up on the ladder. That which you are in the union, on that deeper layer of you. There you are either divine feminine or divine masculine. At the same time of other layers that are below on the steps, if you want to say it like that. But that is the most fundamental layer, for sure. It is the one that counts when we speak about twin flame union. So that was a whole lot of information that might just be interesting for you to know about how twin flame love even works. So I hope that helps. For sure, let me know how you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your questions are in the chat. Say hi in the chat. Important. So let me say hi in the chat. All right, yeah, because now also my earlier chats came up. Good, it works. The chat works. Well, that's good to know. So we're going to talk about what actually is twin flame love, because I think this is really an underdeveloped area of speaking about things. What even is that? Apparently, it's different than societal marital relationships and how people that are not twin flames of each other, that are not in harmonious union together, relate to each other, and they may have empathy for each other. They may be in love with each other for some time. They may have sexual feelings for each other, sexual attraction. They may have many things. They may get so used to this person that they start to feel like, oh, this is like such a long-term thing that they're always here. And you start to develop this feeling for them because of that reason. There's so many things that can be going on there. Maybe you even say, I truly love them. Fine, beautiful. But is it twin flame love? No. And that's so interesting because twin flame love is not really connected to this personal space of the heart of relating to the world and to this other person and these other people and these other lovers and these other marriage partners, but it is more related to, or firstly related to, or also related to the upper back side, which relates to the divine directly, um, your source. You're open to source love. Now, what kind of love is that? That is love that is always here. It is love that you are. It is love that is unconditional. It is love that is unbelievably big and profoundly deep. It's ever going deeper. There's no end to the depth of it. And there's also no end of the ginormity of it. And it's endless in time, it's eternal. It is so foundational to what you are, what life is, what the universe is, that it's just your deepest identity shared with the deepest identity of God. And if you don't like the word God, then we say the deepest identity of the universe, of source, of where you come from, or however you want to call it. You share that deepest identity with that place or that being, which is the same. That is the love that we're talking about. And from that comes somewhat of a structure that is natural within this realm. And that's what twin flames are. It's a structure natural in this realm in which you will find each other as a unit in union, uh, both having a complementary expression of the same core frequency and energy and blueprint. And you just are that, both of you. Nothing can be done about that. It can't stop, not even after many lifetimes. You can't make it undone. You can't influence the fact that it is so, yeah. And mostly in our human experience, like we grow up and then we fall in love in our teenage years for the first time, or even younger, and then we get to live in our 20s and in our 30s, and so many things in our lives are going on, and we try to become a good person and develop our bodies and our visions and our thoughts. And while we are these human beings, what happens in the twin flame development while you do that is that you uncover that there is twin flame love. You uncover, you take the cover out, you open the curtains to see that behind your physical development in life, in which you are making yourself a physical, valuable life, you open those curtains and you reveal that you're actually in this deep twin flame love and that they are also there. It's a revelation. And then you let go of all of that you thought you had built or thought you were building, because this revelation is bigger than anything. It is made out of twin flame love, and that overrules anything. And then when you choose that, that will become the source that will form your life, it will form your development, it will form your physical development, your mental development, your spiritual development, your emotional development. That's what it starts, what is the source that's will form it now, that will be the leading influence on how you live. So there you go. And that's a big difference because it doesn't play out in those theater plays of the world. It plays out into the eternal space of presence and beingness and being here. You can't undo it. They are already here. They are already there. You can't choose them, but they are beyond anything that you might like wish for, desire, because they have your deeper values. They have your rhythm in your life that fits with yours. That's what twin flames are. Beyond the thinking, beyond the ideas of social life and society, and you will be revealed that that is so for you specifically, geared towards your unique soul qualities 100%. That's just how it goes. I think we're going to look in some cards to learn more about what is twin flame love. And what is your twin flame love like? How about that? How do you experience that on Valentine's Day? Is it a day of revelation for you, or some days around it or something? Are you going deeper with your twin flame love at this time? We start with the Manifest and Heal cards that are mine. It's my deck. And we're going to read from the booklet on my screen what the card says. So this is going to be card A 3.3 from the Star series, the artist, and the inspirator of that series. It answers the question why. To be more of what you could be. That's what this love is. And you see here the egg enveloped in flames. Isn't that twin flamey? And the egg stands for new ideas, new proposals that come to you in your third eye space as a new shining thing that comes to you from the divine. Let's see what the description says. And sometimes my descriptions look a little bit like mission oriented or work oriented. But also that is a journey that is within the spiritual twin flame journey. So we can understand it as the same chapter of the journey in the twin flame sense. Fulfilling your potential. Right. So that's what twin flame love is, right? Fulfilling your whole potential, not only your superficial potential of your physical incarnation, but of the entirety of what you are. Very interesting. To be more of what you can be, you solve your central disfiguration. Your core is your invisible energy core in your soul, and whose main issue will always be located somewhere in their body, will also be translated into a halted flow of energy or worse. Right, describing how when you locate in your shallow self, in your body, you will have halted energy in your flow. Your emotional, mental, and physical life characterizes itself in that it is also formed through this distortion. In this case, should you dissolve your core distortion, and this is individual, then you will, after that, organically arrive in a process in which all your life areas, just named, will go through changes. You come closer to your golden flow of all your parts, of your energy field, and your harmonious union with your source and your true twin flame through this process. Your core distortion is an intention that sends a healing fire to all those places where there is not harmony and flow. Where you see the flames in the card. Why bother resolving this? Why desire to be in golden flow, which is the flow of your energy field? Why be with your twin flame and so be harmonized in the energy field between both parties? Isn't life quite good just like so? I'm sorry. This is a question difficult to answer because when you do not feel the desire in yourself, by yourself, these will look like superfluous additions. The main reason that this card brings to you is to be an inspirer for other people around you. You will see that when someone falls much more together with themselves in their true version of themselves, their deeper identity that is full of peace, they do not really need anything outside of that anymore. People will see that they can now co-create with you without undesirable side effects. But most of you do it for yourself to fulfill the potential that is inside of you because you are born on earth. To be able to be everything you can be with your unique, inborn creative soul qualities, you take on a voluntary process in which you invite the fire of transformation to heal your core. The steps that will follow out of that, you accept no matter the consequences. You are a guide on a path for people to follow. I love that. You are a guide on a path for people to follow. The card. And that's what twin flame love is. That is what you are and what will be revealed to you when you meet and be with your twin flame. To be able to be everything you can be. I like that very much. Everything you can be is enclosed in your twin flame promise. It's really true. You need to start to feel it for yourself. But the core of that is often a deep call in your heart. And when you feel that, you're very fit to be here with us, with me. And this is really for you. And you can trust that call. And we can make it come true with you for you as well. That's important to know. I represent a place where we go to harmonious twin flame union. And I have proven that that works for other people in my guidance. And this is the true union with the true twin flame. It is not nonsense that will eventually, in a grand scheme of things, maybe after you die or in conversation with God, come out one day to be not your true twin flame. That's not what we do here. We do the true twin flame. And therefore, we have methodologies that are based on true processes that will bring you to the true divine twin flame love and nothing less. Because people can be very nice in trying to lure you into their school. People can be very kind in having a relationship, but it may just not be a teacher that can bring you to harmonious union with your true twin flame, and it may just not be the true twin flame that you're dealing with. So let's look a tiny little bit deeper in the divine abundance cards. You know, I think when we've talked about this, it has become clear that twin flame love represents an enormous, never-ending abundance of truth that also connects to whatever is connecting to that true you and that true blueprint in the earth. Not only this person, but also this money, this riches, this thing that you need, these soul clients that will come to you when you start to share from the heart. All of that belongs to it. So that's an enormous abundance. That's why you see that a lot with how I speak of things, that we talk about the twin flame abundance. That is the twin flame love, isn't it? So let's see. This divine abundance card deck says that gratitude really helps to find your twin flame love. Fill me with gratitude for all that you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Yeah, that's what we say to the divine. Fill me with gratitude for all that you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Gratitude is a beautiful soul quality that means that you can receive. You can start to receive your twin flame love, which is an enormous feeling of what? Of what you essentially are, right? That is overflowing of positive emotions. All right, sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. You are only divine love. The rest we can easily sacrifice. No matter, this card says, it's painful. Because it's not what you are. It's not what true twin flame love is. But I understand that we can experience it as painful. Everything that is not twin flame love will fall away eventually. That's just a truth that you can already know at the start of your journey. Clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. Such freedom with Ganesha. It stands for the magical power that will also shatter and send away everything that stands between you and the abundance of twin flame love. So now you start to offer what is not twin flame love inside of you. And Ganesha, the elephant god, will trample upon it, and it will just be crushed and moved to the side, while you have the mantra for yourself that you only think about what is God's property and God's will. Beautiful. So we just got a little more about what twin flame love actually is. And I feel that I want to just invite us to do a small meditation to start to feel out what it could be with closed eyes and just feeling. So if you're ready, just do it with me by following the guidance of what I will say, of my voice. And you may want to close your eyes. I will do so. And you may also not want yet. And who knows, in a couple of seconds or minutes, you feel like that. No worries. It just gives this inner space that is much more on the foreground and present for you to just tap into the true self. And it helps to close the eyes for a moment. So I would advise to sit down for a moment if you're not already, and not lie down because you may fall asleep and miss the whole point. But standing or driving is not really the best idea for this small segment in which we're going to do this little meditation. Because sitting is very relational. So I just even almost visualize you sitting with me here, and we're sitting, we're equal, we can let our energies flow between us. That in between space where everything happens, that is made out of twin flame love, that deeper kind of divine love. Because even though you are sitting here with this concrete body, with your feet firmly on the ground and your knees bent, and you feel your upper legs and your legs are very foundational. They're just your root system. Feel that you have them. And then you feel your hip bones and how they press on your chair or your couch, wherever you're sitting. And then there's this fold in the body where your spine starts to go up from the hip area up. And that is where the torso is, that carries everything. Everything that is in the torso, and that is such a beautiful, magnificent organs that pump and work for you. And then entirely on top of that torso, we have the neck, this beautiful place that is so strong because it carries this head that has a significant amount of weight to carry with it. So if you just, with your feeling attention, followed what I just said, then you just feel your head for a moment as well. The head gets so much thinking energy, but not much of our feeling attention. So for a moment, just feel it. Oh, I do have a nose and ears and a mouth and eyes and brows, and I have a skin over my skull, and I have hair on my skull. And in my skull, there's brains and the insides of all these organs. And it's just this whole world on top of my torso, on top of my root system that are my legs. And with everything like this intact, I'm just sitting here. What a world am I? And then to think about the arms that are here too. They start at the shoulders that are connected to the heart space, which is the very center of everything that we sit with. And then we have these extensions of this center place of the heart, and that is the arms. Extensions of the heart, extensions of the center of everything that you are. From low to high and from high to low, the center of it. And then the extension. So, do you have a relationship with your arms and your hands? Do you feel them, is what that means. So now we've just sort of scanned our bodies and felt how much we have a feeling relationship with the body and how much we are even here. And then I actually want to return to that. I am sitting here with you. With you. You are sitting there and I am sitting here, and we connect. I am me and I'm intact, and I have this body, and all around it and inside of it is my energy body. And I keep on being me. But you are there too, and you have a body and an energy body. You keep on being you. while also at the same time there is a space between you and me. And we know that that is so. So let's for a moment take that in, that that is so. Can you feel it? Or are you knowing it? How does it feel to you? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is it working or silent? Is it communicating? Is it dark? Is it light? Yeah, what is it? Between you and me, both fully intact in ourselves and sitting in our own body, in our own energy body that keeps on being ours. But there's a space between you and me that defines us, maybe even more than we want to think, want to know, that defines our relationship. What we're doing now is defined by that. When it's me and you, it's that. When it's you and your twin flame, it's that. And when it is you and the divine, it is that too. It is the space between you and the divine, which is the other, the unknown, the eternal unknown source of love. So let's for a moment tune into that. What about that? How about tuning into the space between you and the divine, you and God, you and Source? How does that space feel? Can you breathe in it? Is there space to breathe in there for you? Does it feel small and tight or big and spacious? Does it feel cold, lukewarm, hot? Does it have a color? Is there lots of traffic of communication? Or does it feel like a holy emptiness? What's going on there between you and the divine? And where do you feel the divine relative to you? Is it like me sitting in front of you? Or is it like me sitting below God? Or is it like me sitting besides God or the other side? Or is it like me sitting in front of God because God is backing me up from behind? Questions. And when you can feel into that, this is a beautiful piece of meditation to go more into what you truly are because you are the relationship between you and the divine. And that's where you're healed. And that's where you're becoming more whole. And that's where you meet your twin flame. And that's where you are going to be your divine nature, your definitive nature, your creative nature, your soul nature, your true nature. Yeah. And if you feel like that, just like I just did, take a little deeper breath. Just to awaken in this moment and be revigorated in the now, that you sit here with your body, in your energy body, feeling the relationship between both of us and between you and the divine. Sensing what it is to you because it relates to what twin flame love is. Isn't love between people, between you and the divine? Both. Isn't love relationship? Isn't love feeling how good that does you? So breathe a little deeper and let that happen now. This thing and how good it does you. And maybe there are places inside of you that ask for more love, more divine love, twin flame love, which is the same. So let's, for a moment, invite that love from that relationship to come in and go to the places inside of you where you need it, where your body needs it, where your energy body needs it, where your psychology needs it, where your emotions need it, where your heart needs it, where your mind needs it, where your thoughts need it, or anywhere else inside of you that you can place or that you cannot place, and you have no idea that this place exists. And may it be filled with divine love. Right now. Because you are worth it. And not only that, you are it. Beautiful. Just let it in, receive this love, receive it more, and allow yourself to receive it in all these places that need a little more love, twin flame love. Beautiful. Just receive, receive in this moment this twin flame love in all the places that you feel and know that you need an extra love. And also all the places that you don't know that you need it, or you don't know that you even exist there. And also let those places receive love. And breathe a little deeper if that feels right to you. Just to keep on being alert and knowing that you're here. Yeah. And acknowledge that you're here for it. And then again, for the last time, let you be filled with love from the divine in all the places that you need it, whether you know it or not. Twin flame love is here. Twin flame love is us. It is our whole being. It is why we're here. We're here to share it with you. We're here to show it to you and make you be a part of it. We're here to open our heart so that you will open your heart. We are here so that we can meet you and me and you and us. We are supposed to meet, and that's why we meet, and that is what is supposed to happen in our relationship now on the earth, in this time, for your benefit. We've come back to you because of our deep love for you and the earth, planet with all its abundance, and beautiful human beings that soak that up and get to know who they truly are and can be in a relationship with us everything that they can be. They can learn to be everything that they can be. We're here for you to meet us again. We came back to share that again with you. Sounds so easy, but lots is happening when you would really go into that relationship. It is so alive. So much is happening all at once. So many lifetimes are touched. So many traumas are healed. So many love receptors are being initiated into how to even function so that you can start to build in other life areas as well with this kind of twin flame love, this divine love, this deeper love that we stand for together, that we came to the earth again for to share. So much can be built from it. It's your entire being that can be built from it, and we know that, and that's why we came back for you to receive that again and a continuation of that because we know each other already. And here we are again, we can meet again. And that's a good happening. We're here for you to make you feel what this love is and how it touches you and what it does to you. How it makes you go back to how you were born and how it makes you go to the trauma that you already soaked in from being in the belly of your mother in the womb. And how you grew up in these circumstances that you have chosen for you to be, yeah, maybe a little bit not beneficial, but you know what it is. We came here for you to reignite the true you and the true love inside of you so that you can reinterpret all these moments. And so that from that you can start to become a true new you that is going to develop again in all these places in your earliest childhood where things have not been beneficial to you, and you start to do them over, but now with love and in love as an adult, taking care of yourself, and something starts to grow inside of you like a second layer of realness, of real love, of actual twin flame love, of actually be loved by God. This is the second coming of the true love that will wash over you. You will do again your entire childhood and your entire teenage years and your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. And then you will be a true grown up that has gone through this second birth of allowing true love, true divine love to come in and form you in this development, going from being only a physical body with a physical psychology related to it to a full human being that has a coming to bloom inside of them of all that they can be. And that's why we're here to meet you in that development, to incite it in you and to feel you in it and to relate over it with you and to be together in it, to meet you there in this relationship, to together see and feel and taste and touch what that is, this healing inside of you, so that you can become this new version of yourself that is transformed. Now you've transcended all these strange phenomena and weird problems that you had before. You've transcended them, and we are equals here, and we feel each other's heart. And that's all that is important now. You can't even remember anymore these problems. That's why we're here, to meet you there, exactly there, where you can't remember your problems. Because they don't exist here. Because this here is the here in which you are the full version of yourself, the full you of your complete incarnation. As you and your twin flame together, harmonized in harmonious union, both equal, sharing the twin flame love. And that's where we meet, the four of us, as two, meeting each other as one. And we love you very much. That's why we came to you again. And I bow to you, dear soul, that is a twin flame. I can't do anything less. And that was the channeling of today, of this deeper soul core, our union core, where we meet each other. May it awaken inside of you your soul core as well, because you are part of it, so you can receive that voice of that one, that energy of that one. Because it may seem to be between the both of you, but it also means that you both are part of it. So it is inside of you as well. You can reach it. So may it remind you who you truly are in that twin flame love core of your union. Thank you for meeting me there. Beautiful. So let's see. We're going to do some more. We're going to get cards from the Egyptian card deck. Yeah, you can open your eyes. It was also the end of the meditation. I hope that was clear. Yeah, meditation plus channeling. Now some more cards. The weighing of the heart. Ma'at weighs the heart against the feather of truth, the shoe. Be, I'm translating this on the fly. Be pure in integrity and in love. Let go what your heart is holding on to that is heavy. You will uncover lies in yourself or in the other and let it go. Meditation idea Heighten your vibration by love and gratitude to feel feel it in your heart. Well, we already had love and gratitude, and we already heightened our vibration in the heart with the meditation. So there you go. Weighing of the heart. This is what Ma'at does in the story of the Egyptians. After you die, the soul goes there and meets Ma'at, and your heart will be weighed. And from the weighing process, they can see if you have done your duty as a soul, so to speak. You learned your lessons, you're pure, you're not lying. And when you come out positive, you can go to, let's say, heaven. And when you don't, your soul will be eaten by the crocodile god. I think that's the story. I hope I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. It will be weighed against the feather of truth, the shoe. So if you have uncovered in this meditation and in this channeling untruths or lies in your heart, it is time to let them go now. Because it will not stand to inflame love, and it will fall away. And by letting it fall away already right now, voluntarily, even before your twin flame makes you, so to speak, you are actually doing yourself and your union a huge favor. And these are ways to get into harmonious union, because you will be purified enough to receive the state of consciousness of harmonious union. That is what it is all about. And it will be where you will find yourself in this union atmosphere, clicked in definitively with them, knowing who they are and what they are, knowing who you are and what you are, having chosen it to completion, knowing that you will develop a physical being together with them in an harmonious atmosphere, really smooth. That is the true twin flame that we're talking about, and it will be made all this creating your life together in the physical will be made out of joy, the joy that is actually supposed to be about. That you can feel in the relationship between you and the divine, and between you and the other twin flame, and between your core of the union and my core of the union, and the relationship in that. So let's get another card from the Egyptian deck. I see this one. Ooh, I can't pronounce that. That's going to be difficult. Oxyrhynchus. Well, let's keep it at that. The fish that ate the penis of Osiris. How about that? So this fish will be very fertile. And it means don't deny your lower centers of your energy, but live and act from the heart. But don't deny the lower parts, your sexuality, your wanting to survive, your attractions and repulsions, these kinds of things. You will meet someone with whom you feel love on a soul level. Well, guess what? This is very much, in that sense, a twin flame card. Meditation idea: you will find a new spiritual solution for an earthly love question. Well, and haven't we just did that meditation that is about that? You will meet someone with whom you will find love on a soul level. Yeah. Well, there's only one of them that is the true thing, that is the true twin flame. Very many people will say, but yeah, we have soulmates and I don't know, we have many twin flames and blah de blah de blah, but that's all just, well, that's not the thing. There's one twin flame for you in a very, 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 very most cases. And soulmates are just people that vibrate in the vicinity of you in a temporal basis, on a temporal basis, which there's nothing wrong with it, but it's also not what we're looking for. It's not a twin flame. That's what it comes down to. It can be anybody. It's not really a thing. I understand people make it so in the stories they tell. But in truth and in the architecture of life, the architecture of twin flame love, of divine love, of true love, it is not a thing. It is about time, the time and the space where you're not yet there. There is the place where you will be together with your true twin flame in harmonious union. That's that there. So anytime you're not there, I understand that you can be busy with the idea or the reality of what they call twin soulmates. And that means that you're not there. So I would already eliminate that when you want to go to the true twin flame. Eliminate that you fall for that idea. It's not twin flame love. I understand that we can have amazing friends and whatnot. Don't get me wrong. But approach it like you know that it's not that. And protect yourself in that journey towards the true twin flame enough so that you can actually make it to the destination. And then you can see what will come to bloom in the harmonious union space between you and your true twin flame. And if there will be friendships with people that you would formerly call soulmates because they are in the vicinity of your temporary vibration, which doesn't mean that much anymore when you're there. But judge then if it still is something that you have something with. Probably not necessarily. Because you have the true thing. And you know that it was never about being in each other's vicinity in vibration. It was about the exact vibration. And then you come in a harmonious union with them. And that is a complete transformation of you. And then you will deal and relate differently to people around you. It really doesn't matter anymore who that is. And we have a new card of the Egyptian card deck, Sekhem, fiery life energy. Yeah, very related to twin flame love. Throw yourself full of passion into that which you do with the most love. You will experience flow and everything will be easy for you. I've never gotten this card from the deck. Oh my God. Really? Visualization idea. Let a shining sun come up from your tailbone and let it rise to the top of your head. All right. Well, let's do that. Because I take it as you're still sitting here in relationship with your body, in your energy body, having felt the relationship between you and me, and where the personal space begins is really where you, while sitting, have the lowest point of your torso that presses down on your chair or your couch or wherever you're sitting. That's where your personal beingness starts, thought from the ground up. And this is where your personal sun can come up, the spiritual sun that comes up in your personal body experience. So let's invite the sun and the light, the spiritual sun with the spiritual light, to go on in that place of your tailbone. Let the light go on there. Wherever the light comes from, we don't know it, it doesn't matter. It is made out of twin flame love, of true divine love, and we trust that. And the light goes on in your tailbone area and around it, at the bases of your torso, in the area of your hips. Take a deeper breath to let that work through you. And this light that is on now at the basis of your spine, that is the spiritual light that is shining there upon everything that there is there for you. It starts to spread and rise, spread in a width and rise in height. It gets bigger. That's what light does. That's what fire does. It starts to rise. And hadn't we seen the flames in the card of the Manifest and Heal card deck, of my own card deck, in the very beginning of this whole being together today already? And then the flames were around the egg of new ideas. And now it's the flames at the base of your spine, at the back side of your body, around your tailbone, and it's getting higher. The flames are getting higher, and the fire is getting broader. Fire of the true spiritual sun, which is made out of twin flame love, true divine love. And it starts to rise now, and the sun point starts to rise. The point where the flames originate from starts to rise over your spine, a couple centimeter and another couple centimeter. And the lower back is fully covered now, and it starts to rise over your spine in the middle of your back. Couple centimeter and then another couple centimeter, and there's all around it, there's this flaming sea growing and widening. And from the middle of your back, it starts to go a little bit higher even. And it starts to come at the back side of what in the front would be your chest, where your heart is. Yeah, the upper back, and centimeter and a couple centimeter and a couple centimeter, and starts to grow where your fire is going. Higher and higher over the spine, at the back side of your body. This spiritual sun and the light that it shines. And then it starts to come at your neck. And there it is going higher and higher, this flame sea, ocean of flames. And then another couple centimeters, and it comes at the lowest point of your skull, this flame sea. And then it sets your entire skull in fire. And the spiritual light enlightens your brain and your ears and your nose and your eyes and the inside of your head. And the spiritual power of these loving flames envelop your head. Your communication technology and your thinking technology are completely enveloped in the flames of divine love and divine light. And let that happen. Allow it in. Let it do what it wants to do. And take a deeper breath to feel the results of that, to accept in your heart, with the acceptance power of your heart, accept the results of what that gave you. And get another deeper breath to feel your entire body again, because you have legs that are the root system. You are sitting with your torso on your chair. Your heart space is here indeed. And your fiery skull filled with spiritual love and light is here too. This is how you're sitting here and how we meet each other now. And how this sea of flames has influenced you will now also start to influence the space between you and me. And let that happen and allow that in the space between you and me, where we relate. And breathe a little deeper to emphasize and acknowledge this moment. Thank you for meeting me. Thank you for being together. Thank you for this spark of life itself that I can feel going back and forth between the both of us. Thank you. That was the meditation of the second card. Everything will be easy now. God, I love it. I think that was really amazing. I don't think we can top that. So, for now, at least, we're going to go to something else. Because what about this idea? Change will come from this. Change will come from all this love and relationship. And this is the Oracle of Change. And we're going to hear something about the adventures of this girl and her owl. So let's see what kind of shape-shifting adventure we're going to experience. Because there can be many states between human and animal. And that's between how you feel yourself to be and who you're becoming, right? Or what is your higher self, let's say the human, quote unquote, and your lower self, your animal self, quote unquote, right? That's also was in the Egyptian cards. And they form together you. And that's a shape-shifting experience in itself, which is a transformer. That's another way of saying it, transformer, shapeshifter. And let's see, I think we see more than one, but let's start with this transformer or shapeshifter story. Oh, this is hard to translate on the fly. but it is about a, oh, I see it now. It's about a dragonfly combination with being a mermaid. Well, dragonfly mermaid. I mean, wow. Here's the dragonfly. Here's the mermaid. You can see the mermaid. You attracted wonderful news. Yeah, it's the news of your transformation. It's the news of your twin flame love that is on fire. And that is the new thing that you attracted in this meeting that we were having here, right? Until this moment. So let's see what the booklet says about this story between the mermaid and the dragonfly. Without doing anything for it, you are now, or anything real, or not much, you've not given it much difficult, heavy work, but anyway, you are now at a point to simply receive this beautiful news in the form of a message that comes to you completely out of the nothing right now. And this message has something magical. And when you would receive it, you will feel completely warm of happy feelings and joy. You will feel sane and safe and feel like you have done the big thing that you always wanted in your life. And that is so making you so prosperous. It is something that just comes to you like a magical partner, just like me, the dragonfly. So when you see me, know, and this for me, the dragonfly for me is a twin flame sign in my personal journey all the time. So just so you know it. When you see me, know that the news will come soon and from far to you. And know that these feelings of the coming of the message will have a clarity that glistens in all kinds of colors of the rainbow, that not only you, but gives joy to all the other people also. This is a beautiful change. It feels like a form of pure joy. But again, think about that you one way or another attracted it by transforming yourself, changing yourself. The new clarity that you have encountered now and the optimism makes that you will become attractive for this piece of joy. And that's why it found you. So when you feel good, you will attract the news that is good news to you. There will be this piece of beautiful, what feels like luck, but is actually just natural and coming from the divine. It will be glistening like gold and is full of livelihood. It will give you energy, acknowledgement, and give you the feeling that you are worthy. It is a blessing of the universe. It is not a reward for your changes, but know that it is connected to your achievement, not to judge, and to put your ego aside and to leave your detrimental feelings and actions. And now you will start to shine of beauty. Expect that you will attract more and more beauty too. Of course, there will come new um, challenges on your path, but there is magic all around you. And your aura and life force energy will be very attracted for beautiful happenings, people, and opportunities. Stay the course. Everything works marvelous. Beautiful. That was the main thing about the message. Very colorful. Beautiful. Yeah. Well, amazing. So much sparkle and glitter and light and warmth and fire. Oh, this one came out too. So let's see what it is. Elizabeth and the lion. So she looks like she is Elizabeth the First, a queen of England of a couple centuries ago, maybe 5 centuries ago. It is time to be a grand leader. So we're going to transform in becoming a grand leader in your own kind of way. There you go. I think that's beautiful. Let's see what this transformer has as story. This, what's it called? It's called Shapeshifter, of course. Elizabeth and the lion say, you need to show your authority and prove that it was right and good, that people trusted you. When you have an important task, it is natural that fear and anxiety and anxious thought at certain moments come in. It is sane to understand that there will be times that you will ask yourself if you can keep on moving forward. There will be moments when a much more easy existence, even a slavish existence, seems better than this idea to be a leader and a leader of other people. But when you deny this proposal to become the leader that you truly are, in your true nature, when you deny it, it won't work for you. But when you accept it, you will be very powerful and human at the same time with a human heart. The lion will be next to you. You will have become very powerful. I'm sorry, I'm translating it on the fly and I just couldn't translate it for a moment. So that's why it was a silent a little longer. You need to do a beautiful speech that makes people become alive. And you need to lead a group of people that is actually kind of scattered and fearful and anxious. And you need to see the challenge in the eyes. And one way or another, you need to do this new chapter of your journey with means that are only limited. But you are the leader. Naturally, you will triumph when you think about the blood that goes through your veins, when you think about your natural power, Nothing will make you fall back. Understand that what you are showing now has an incredible symbolic power. You need to close yourself as a leader and say what you have to say. That's what you're supposed to do right now, and it will be for the good of the bigger whole. Some people will see you as an example. You will get a promotion. Whether you like it or not, you are a leader, and now you can show that you are and can be a great leader. So that's what the card means. That is beautiful. Yeah, these cards always are like things you can feel while we talk about it, and you can integrate in themselves, in yourself, because we speak about it and you feel it. Let me see. Twin flame love. What is your experience with twin flame love? Do you feel like it is a powerful thing, powerful source taking you over, coming from the inside out, being you? Do you feel like it is different than what you thought about what love was before, what relationships were before? How does twin flame love influence you already right now? Maybe even before union, maybe even before harmonious union, maybe even before really knowing who the twin flame really is for you. Does it already influence you right now? And what does it do to you? Does it bring to you the idea to be a true leader? Does it bring to you beautiful news because you inhabit this love? Is it somewhat of a fire inside of you that transforms you in your highest version, all that you can be? Is it not denying your lower chakras and at the same time living from the heart space? Is it knowing that you need to let go of untruths and only be in truth? Because that is what cultivates twin flame love inside of you. Is it accepting in the clearing so that you can be with it and move on to the results of twin flame love, such as the twin flame itself, the true one, the union, the harmonious union? Is it to you sacrifice, the place where you can sacrifice everything that you are not? This deeper twin flame love. Is it to you gratitude, the gratitude of your existence? Is it being more of what you could be, being everything that you can be? Is that to you twin flame love? Let me know what it is to you. But because we've come to the end of researching today together what twin flame love is, with channeling my union core, with meditation, with oracle cards, and with discussion about what it is. I hope this helped. I am wishing you a beautiful continuation of your um, Valentine's Day. I hope you have an amazing date with yourself, and may this video and also the recording that stays up under the live tab on my channel be the date that you have with yourself. The love date that you have with yourself on Valentine's Day today. I really hope to see you again real soon. Of course, in my normal videos that come on my channel and are not live, such as this one. And also, of course, in our Facebook group. That is really the, how do you say that? The living room of what we do. And I extend very many free or incredibly cheap opportunities, very many, that help you immediately make come true twin flame love in your life. I can help you to harmonious twin flame union because that's where I am, and I have already seen that students of mine go there. One did that or on January 11, 2023. And you can be the next one that goes there to that state of being that it is all about. There's much more than all the events that we do in this Facebook group. There's also the opportunity to meet me one-on-one. There's also the opportunity to get an amazing twin flame reading, all in the group. Exclusively for the group, these two opportunities. But besides the group, there's more. We also have normal sessions. They're 2 hours long, and you really work deep with me. We have other readings outside of the group. And the most important two things outside of the group that are for everyone that wants it, that I want to pronounce right now, is one, twin flame reset. A big session that will reset you to what is necessary for you to go to your harmonious twin flame union with ease. And the other thing is working 6 months with me in 2024 closely and undergo many resets and initiations and transformatory elements until you are in harmonious union or on the way to it closely, and working in your mission business or on the way to that closely. So I just wanted to mention that. Some options for you. More about these options and whatnot, of course, if you just ask me, but also always in the description box below. I really hope this helped you, and I hope to see you real soon in one of our options, and of course in the next video. Much love from Petra.